In my opinion, life is too short to work all day. All work and no play makes a very, very boring life. I'm one down, four up. Welcome to my channel. Let's go play. Come on, let's go. You coming? Hello YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Welcome to my channel. My 1975 Kawasaki Kz400. I'm going to come out here and do some work on it since I can't ride it because the chain is kind of messed up. It's kind of loose right now. I haven't seen any videos on YouTube showing, see how loose that is? I bought a bolt at Ace Hardware, but I don't think that bolt's going to work because it's got a flat end. It doesn't have a nipple end on it, and I don't know. I can't ride my bike with this chain because it's really, really noisy, and I can't tighten it any tighter than that. So I'm going to take this axle off and check the brakes out, because this one is stripped. This bolt here is stripped. It doesn't tighten down at all. And I got some of these off of Craigslist. Guy said they're off of Kawasaki. I traded a what do you call it, vice grip, a Blue Point vice grip for the Speedo, and this brake adjusters. But the Speedo ain't. This is off of 78 Kawasaki, and I don't think the Speedo is going to work because there's no way to attach it, and that this cable, there's nothing, doesn't slide down into anything down here. So, and this is too big, it doesn't tighten down on that thread, so I don't think this 78 Speedo is going to work. There's no way to bolt it down in there. It's my GPS Speedo I've been using. It works, but on sunny days it's really hard to see my phone because the screensaver every 10 minutes shuts off, and I got to keep touching the phone. I forget to touch it when I'm driving. So anyways, I'm going to take this back tire off and to examine the inside, because this has some sloppiness to it too. I want to see those rubber things in there. I don't know what they're called. I don't claim to be a motorcycle mechanic, but I know how to take things apart and put things back together, so we'll see as I go how everything looks. Seeing how I haven't seen anything on Craigslist about how to work on 75 Kawasaki Kz400s. I'll document this as I go. Alright, what you want to do is make sure you take everything off first before you take the axle off. Like I unscrewed the brake bolt here, so this will come off, and then there's a bar here that holds the brake thing from moving. There's a nut. I took that off. I took this strip bolt out, and I took this one out that I bought at Ace Hardware. Loosened all the bolts here, and now it's ready to hit forward so I can get that chain off. And I want to show you the bolts, the difference between the bolts. This is the one I bought at Ace Hardware. Notice it's flat right here, and this one's got a worn down nipple. Can't really tell. This is the one that's stripped. I don't know if the bolt is any good still, but the part that it screws into on the one that's on the bike, that's stripped out, because you can push the bolt through in and out like that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use this bolt because it's flat, but I have to order another one because there's two different sizes here. This is a big fat one. You see the nipple in that one? That's a big fat one. Yeah, it screws out. The one on the bike just slides in and out. I seen these bolts on eBay for $5, so probably gonna have to order one. But you can see the tip here. See the difference? And you need that tip because, oops. See, the sun is so bright. Right down in here on the edge of the frame, there's a impression, a dimple, to where this tip goes inside, and I guess that keeps it from sliding up and down. I'm guessing. I'm not a mechanic, but that's what I'm guessing. So, yeah, this thing right here is completely stripped out. So, what you want to do, you want to make sure you have a nice soft hammer, so when you're banging on the axle to get it out, you don't damage any threads. Okay, like this. Easy, that goes, and I don't damage the thread. I'm going to work getting that off, and then we'll check out everything once it's out. Okay, this is what I noticed. I took the axle nut off, and you can see it's right there. This is a different size nut, and this doesn't even attach to the axle, so there's only one bolt that holds the axle on. This is holding on some kind of, I don't know what that is, but I've never seen that before. It's the first time for me. I don't know what you call that. Alright, that's where the sprocket goes. These rubber things, they seem to be in good shape. They're not brittle or broken. They look kind of new. I mean, the ones I've been looking on eBay on, they look exactly the same. But there is a, I don't know how much play there's supposed to be in between here. They don't seem brittle or anything. This thing inside of here that was sticking out of the axle, that's a spacer right here. That goes in, oops. That goes inside. That goes inside there and then comes out over here, and that's where that other bigger nut bolts to. Sticks through there. Like this. And it comes out on that side. And then that big bolts to that, and then the axle comes through there. So this seems to be pretty good. There's enough grease in there. I don't know how much grease is supposed to be in there, but it looks good to me. It looks like somebody's taken this off before. Always want to have one pair of gloves when you're working, so you can use it as a rag. But yeah, that's what the sprocket looks like. Looks fine, doesn't look worn out. I don't think I need to buy a sprocket. But this sits down inside here. Oops. I have to put that bolt. There we go. There's a little plate right here. Need to put this bigger bolt back on here to keep that from falling out. Alright, well, let's move this anyways. Look at the brakes on the other side. Oh, don't want to lose this. That'll ruin your day. Let's take a look at these brakes. Everything's falling out. Battery's flashing. I'm always forgetting to charge my battery. But let's take this brake thing out. See what it looks like. I don't see any scarring or uneven wear. Actually, the brakes look pretty good. They look kind of newish. I need to clean up the wheel, that's for sure. I want to get grease all over my camera. Let's get a shot of the rear axle here, where it goes in. Let me see here. Before this battery dies, I need to get grease all over my camera. Just want to show you the off. This is that dimple I was telling you where it goes in to the wheel adjuster. There's one there, one on that side. That's why you can't use that flat bolt. See, here's a sits in there, keeps it from sliding up. That's what that looks like. And then here's what the flat bolt looks like. It will slide up, so I can't use that. Alright, well, there you have it. That's how you take off the rear wheel and expect the brakes and everything and the sprocket. And battery's flashing, so to put it all back together, you just reverse everything. I'm going to clean everything up here. So there you have it. That's my 1975 Kawasaki Kz400 rear tire axle removal. Gone. This has been a 1 Down 4 Up production. That's a wrap.